In this video, we are going to talk about chem draw and also drawing the organic compound. We will also convert the organic compound or that particular organic compound to a name and also predict the carbon NMR and the hydrogen NMR. So this is the chem draw after installation and it's ready to use, or it's ready to be used. You can see there that we have lots of useful tools, that are useful when drawing the compound. You can see here that we have cyclobutane, cyclopropane, cyclopentane, cyclohexane, and so on like that. So let's just pick this one, cyclohexane, and then we just come here and click on it, or right click on it. From there, click anywhere on the board here where you want to put it. If you want to put it there or draw it here this side, you can just put your pointer like this and right click, it will appear like this. If you want to put it here, you can just put the pointer like this here and right click, it will appear here, whichever way is fine. So now, without any waste of time, let's just draw a compound here like this one, like this. From there, if I came here and right click and left click on the solid bond, I can come here and introduce the double bond. You can see here that immediately my pointer is on top of this line. You can see that a blue highlighter appears. So this blue highlighter indicates that if I were to press the left click, a double bond will be introduced to the compound. Let's do it. Right click, and then after left click, you can see that we have a double bond. Same applies here. Left click, double bond appear. Same applies here. Left click, double bond appear. So from there we can also increase this compound by introducing some CH3 group here like that. So if I were to say left click, you can see that the chain is growing, the chain is getting bigger and so on like that, right? So this is how we use this chem draw to draw the compound. So let's convert this compound to name. In other words, we want to find out the name of this compound that we have just drawn. So in order to do that, we just come here to make and then click on it, and then you can see that a blue line will pop up, indicating that we are talking about this compound now, not this one here, right? So we are talking about this one. So I can just go there to structure. I want to convert it to name and scroll down. You will see convert structure to name and click on it, and then the name of the structure will appear. So same applies here on this one. If you want the name of this one, you can just go here to mark you come here, you highlight it like this, and then leave it like this. You can see now it's highlighted. So if you were to go to structure and scroll down to convert structure to name, you will find the name now of this one to be a cyclohexane, right? So if I want to find actually, let me delete this one and deal with only one compound so that it won't be confusing, right? I will just come here on erase. Let me delete this one, and then I erase it like that. So it's gone, so that we can talk about only this one now, right? I can also erase the naming part. So now, let me go back to make and highlight this one because we are talking about this one here like this, right? So now, let's predict carbon NMR and hydrogen NMR. So in order to do that, you just go to structure, click on structure, scroll down here to hydrogen NMR, and then click on it. From there, it will appear. The prediction will appear for hydrogen NMR. So in other words, it explain or it give information, distinguishing between this hydrogen to say which hydrogen is which, because that's what hydrogen NMR is capable of doing, to tell us which hydrogen is which. However, this chem draw can do that for us, So it is not advisable to depend on this chem draw because we know that we can apply our chemistry, our organic chemistry, and find out which hydrogen is which, because it's possible to find out. And other than that, in exam, we are expected to apply that knowledge of organic chemistry, not using the chem draw, because in exam we won't be having this chem draw. However, this chem draw is just a useful tool when it comes to preparing for exams, studying, and comparing. It can be used for reference purpose to say, to see which carbon is which or which hydrogen is which, like this. So these are the information that we can get from the chem draw as far as the compound or this compound is concerned. So we can also find the carbon NMR by following the same procedure. And then this blue arrow here is the undo, this one is the redo. I can also zoom in and zoom out my molecule here and so on, like that. So let me go back so that I can come up with another molecule. Let me draw another molecule now and predict its carbon NMR. I have already predicted the hydrogen NMR. This time around, let me predict carbon NMR. So consider this structure here, right? This an alkene. Actually, yeah, it's an alkene. This one. So make, you can see that now it's more like highlighted. From there, let me go to structure. From there, we go to predict the 13 carbon NMR shifts, right? If I click on it, the shift now will appear. You see, so now this 13 carbon NMR now, it tells us now which hydrogen is which, as far as the molecule of interest is concerned. You can see here that we have it here like this. So we can get lots of useful information also as far as this carbon NMR is concerned, yeah, and so on, like that. So that's it that it can do, but it can draw almost every organic structure that you can think of, right? Even though some have some OH group or amine group and so on and so forth, like that, or carboxylic acid and so on, it can draw all of that, because you can see here that we have letter here whereby you can insert letter and so on and so on, like that, right? Yeah, so in short, that's a few things that this chem draw can do. Thank you for watching the video.